Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for season 2 of my Pentagon challenge. We are still in Uruguay. I did apply for jobs left, right and center, but nobody was having me, so I'm still loyal to Centro Espanol. We are about to kick things off in the Uruguayan top flight. It is the opening stage. There are several confusing stages which I can show you guys so that we all can all figure out basically what we need to do and how we need to achieve it this upcoming season. In our off time, the off time is between September and January. We are about to start the season in January 2022, but I have a lot of ins and outs to show you guys. So without any further ado, let's get into the transfer business. So guys, as you can see here, we have some transfer business. Gabriel Gotta, Albanas, Cortaz, and Crazio have all left the club. Gotta is the only one that I'm really disappointed about. He signed a deal with this club here, Carrera Largo, who are in the same division as us. He signed that last season, so he has disappointingly left us and is now playing for a team in our division. These two have also left us as well, and Crazio has left us to join a club in... I don't know where this is. I still don't know where this is. What country are we in? I think we're in Argentina? Peru. He's gone to join a club in Peru. So fair play to him. We offered them to buy him early. He was due to join them at the end of his contract. We offered to them to buy him early for 12k or 11.75k, and he duly accepted. So that is pretty good. Before I get into too many things though, we do have a couple of transfers towards the end of the season. You guys would have seen me bring in Washington Ortega, the new goalkeeper that we've got. He looks relatively solid. I can't remember if you saw me bring in this guy, Cigales. Again, he looks pretty good. But the main man that I am looking forward to the most bringing in is this guy, Dos Santos here. He's going to play up front for us, and compared to what we've had, compared to Cardozo last season, this guy is next level. He's a leading player for most teams in this division. He's also enjoys big matches, but look at his stats compared to what we've had before. Unbelievable mentals, decent enough physicals, 5'10", balanced personality, 15 finishing, reasonable left foot, very strong right foot. I think he's a massive upgrade for us up front. We've also got Faranasso here, 28 years of age. He's a winger and can play central midfield. I'm probably going to play him in a central midfield role. I don't think he's got the pace attributes to basically play on the left-hand side, but he's a decent squad player as well. We've also brought in Correa here, no-nonsense centre-back, relatively decent. I kind of wanted a little bit of cover there. As you can see, his heading ability is one of the main reasons we brought him in. Again, 6'2". We were conceding a lot of headers and stuff last year, so I wanted to kind of make sure we had enough in terms of being able to head the ball clear. Then we raided Athenas at D San Carlos, the team that didn't get promoted but were expected to get promoted last year. We brought in DM Vila here. Again, nice solid defender, good heading, good long throws as well, something we're trying to work on. Nice marking, good tackling, pretty solid in terms of the mentals where he needs to be, and okay physicals as well. And the last one is our man Garn coming in to play in the central midfield role. He can play a lot of things as a 3.5-star player. Again, one of the leading lights in the division, which is great to see that he is at our club. Very nice technically, solid mentally, a little bit lacking in terms of his physicals, but nothing too poor. But again, guys, I think we've made some very, very good additions to the team. In terms of the club and the competition that we are in, we are about to undergo things. This is the top division in Uruguay. As you can see here, we've got Nacional, Penarol, and also this club, by the way. I've done a video on 10 clubs to find wonder kids. This club, Defensor Sporting Club, unbelievable at developing talent as well. So it's going to be a very interesting division. But this is the state of play. There's 16 teams in the division. In terms of the season preview, though, guys, we are at 150 to 1 to win the division. Now, I'm not expecting to win the division. We don't have any players in terms of the best 11, but I'm hoping that either this can lead to another good job ideally one of those top three that could potentially push us on into the Copa Libertadores or the Copa Sudamerica to ideally get our reputation up a little bit. As you can see, Penarol are the current champions, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we play these guys. Let's take a look at the rules. As you can see, we've got the opening stage here. So the opening stage happens, is sorted by goal difference. Get 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, as you kind of would expect. There must be no more than 3 foreign players in the starting 11, which is very, very interesting. Yeah, top teams qualify for the playoffs. How many top teams qualify for the playoffs? Just the one by the looks of things. Oh, God, there's groups, there's intermediary stages, there's intermediate finals, then the playoff Oh, God. Guys, this is going to be an absolute shit show. But we will see how we get on. Look at this break here. We've got a break between May, June, July, and August. And then the season starts again. I have no idea what's happening in Uruguay. But what I do know is that we are kicking off our first game of the season today. We are taking on this club here, Centro Aletico Fenix, by the looks of things. They're playing with 3 up top, which is going to be really difficult, but I'm kind of a little bit worried. I think starting this season is going to be a tough one regardless. We've got some big games coming up. In terms of the club vision, though, all we're expected to do is avoid finishing bottom of the division. So, fingers crossed, we can do that. And I'm hoping this first game shows us how we're going to get on in terms of the division. We're going to stay with all of our attacking stuff and how we've set up previously. We're going to go into the team instructions. We're going to do the OIs first. It looks like this is saying they're going to be playing a 3-back. They got 4.5-star poacher here. This isn't going to go well, is it? Let's move him onto his left foot and we'll press him as a poacher. Let's take a look at this striker here. Again, looks relatively solid. He's listed as a winger but can play up front. He's right-footed, so we'll move him onto his left. We'll hit him hard if he's probably primarily a winger. Oliveira here coming in as their central attacking midfielder. 4 stars according to my scouts. He's left-footed only, so we will press him and mark him tightly. I feel he could be the playmaker within within this team. We're going to press the fullbacks and try and pin both the wingbacks in. I assume Gutierrez is right-footed. He is, so we'll show him onto his left. And Fernandez is right-footed as well. It looks like he's a midfielder being deployed as a left wingback, so that's going to be interesting. We're also going to keep him on his right foot. We're going to ignore the midfield. We're going to ignore the defense. I don't want to overload this team with too many instructions. We go into our team. Some familiar faces in here, some of the new ones as well. Silva in goal, Gomez at right back, Chianto, Sosa and Pereira make up the defense. Gan and Alvarez here are the 2 midfielders. Alonso stays, Ayala stays, Juninho Roca stays, and we've also got the new man, Dos Santos, debuting up front. We are a little bit top heavy here, a little bit light in terms of the defense and the goalkeeper, but I'm hoping that we can just power forward, kind of steamroll some teams, and score more than the opposition, basically. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what we will do. We've got a lot of players struggling with match fitness at the moment. We've not played a great deal of preseason games, and training has been pretty darn hard so far. So, this is our first game in Uruguay's top division. Let's outstretch our arms and say, enjoy the match, boys. That's all I can say. I have no point of reference. I should have looked to see where this team got on last year, but I didn't. So I'm hoping we can get off to a flyer against whatever team we play. Obviously, I'm worried about a couple of teams like Penarol, Nacional, that sort of thing. But hopefully we can get a decent result against this team today. So, Dos Santos, the new striker with the ball, absolutely blitzes pass 1, pass 2 into the penalty area. He's gone for a dink. Oh, it's cleared off the line. 30 seconds in, and we have a little dink over the goalkeeper, and he is unable to put it into the goal. Oh, God, we've got the table coming in down here. Boston River already in the lead, 13 minutes into their game. Pereira into the Laya, back to Gan. Cross comes over, initial one's cleared. Cruz. Ayala's going to pick this loose ball up. Had a very good season for us, especially towards the end of last year. Alvarez back to Maximilio Pereira. Looks for the ball across the field. Isn't good enough. Doesn't make it. Centre-back's up there. Doesn't really... Has a bite of it, but doesn't really get there. Pereira interception nicely there. Back into Juninho Roca. who is a good player in this division, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how well he's going to get on comparatively to last year, where he was exceptional in the division below. We are playing some nice stuff here. Juninho Roca into Dos Santos, back to Pereira. Highlights still going on here. Maximilio Pereira on the left-hand side. He is our skipper still. Gan over the top. And Jonathan Dos Santos. What a goal that is to mark your debut. First goal of the season for him. Gan with a sensational assist there. But what a header that is from Dos Santos. We're knocking the ball around really nicely here. Pereira knocks it back to Gan. Hits that flat pass, and Dos Santos just basically guides that past the goalkeeper, who does dive. Doesn't quite get there, though. It's very interesting to see at Centro Espanol, we actually do have a lot of supporters in the stands, which we didn't have last season. So I'm hoping that boosts up the coffers and we actually have a little bit more money coming back into the club. 33 minutes into the game, we've got a highlight again. Throw in into Ayala. Back to Gan. Pereira. We're keeping the ball very, very well here. Pereira, ball over the top. The goalkeeper's going to get that one. Villamores with the ball in his hands then. We win that header. Juninho Roca, is he going to get there? No, he's not. Gutierrez with the ball down the right-hand side for the visitors then. We need to start applying the pressure. We've tried to put a tackle in. It's no good. Arriving late. Oh, wow. Christian Cruz, first goal of the season on the volley. 34 minutes in. The opposition do pull level. That's a very nice goal. It's a very nice finish. And I was expecting him to hit it on the volley. I wasn't expecting it to go in. It's a very good finish. Gutierrez getting down this right-hand side. Interesting to watch the fullback and wallop. First chance that we've seen for the visitors as well. And they pull one level. Nice goal from Cruz there. We get one highlight before halftime. Throw in into Juninho Roca. Back to Maximilio Pereira. Into Gan, who's got a lot of space here. Ayala, can any of our forwards get onside and get the ball? Pereira then down this left-hand side. Cross comes over. Ball's taken off for Dos Santos. And Juninho Roca hits that one straight at the goalkeeper. Should have probably done better there. Looks like the visitors are going to have a highlight before halftime as well, are they? We get the initial one clear. Putting the pressure on this left-hand side. Cross comes back over all the way across. And Silva makes that save. Looks like that's going to be the last bit of interaction before we go in for halftime. Is it? Throw out to Ayala then, up towards Dos Santos. He's going to have an opportunity here. On his left, can he do it? The shot is blocked before it gets to the goalkeeper. Dos Santos looking like a real threat and a real baller in this team early doors. Half-time, though. I'd say the opposition have just edged it. We've had a lot of the possession in 57%. I'm going to pump the fist and say let's give the fans something, because we are at home. This is our debut match in the top flight of Uruguayan football. Hopefully the fans can get on our side. Pereira with the ball then. His cross gets blocked. Gutierrez, the assist of the opposition goal, picks the ball up, punts it long himself. Sousa intercepts into Gan. Alvarez, Dos Santos with the hold-up play. Alonso back to Gomez on the right back spot. Advancing up the right-hand side. Back over to Alvarez. Back to Gomez. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've picked players that are obviously better, but also of the names that I can say. Gomez, I can say that one. Alvarez, I can say that one as well. We're having a nice spell of possession there, and then we do waste it. Pereira gets in there ahead of one of our centre-backs. He bursts past the other one into the penalty area. And Ignacio Pereira leathers one past our goalkeeper. Been caught napping there. It's poor defending. As I said, we are kind of lacking in this defensive area of the pitch. One of our Chianto doesn't get there. Sousa doesn't cut across and make the interception. And the goalkeeper is absolutely nowhere near that strike. Can we, from a winning position, pull level in this game? As I said, I've got no point of reference to know how good this team are. So I'm hoping we can actually get a result. Here they come again, though. 3-1 is going to be difficult to come back from. Gutierrez, he's got acres of space down this side. Juninho Roca gets in there with the ball. Dos Santos doesn't win that one in the air. They're working the ball nicely now, the visitors. Definitely picked up in this second half. Gutierrez with the ball across. And Ignacio Pereira, second goal of the season. Second volley. Another one coming from that right-hand side. Gutierrez with another good delivery. And that is a very good goal from Ignacio Pereira. Look at the space that Gutierrez is in there. Juninho Roca just not tracking back, sorry. We go 3-1 down. Disappointed. And Jonathan Dos Santos has got an injury. Potential groin injury. Oh, that's not good. Okay, on comes Cardozo. That is our best player going off injured in this opening game of the season as well. So fingers crossed it's not a long-term injury. It did all start so promising, scoring early doors in this game inside the first 15 minutes. Not a lot has gone our way since, to be perfectly honest. It seems to have been relatively one-way traffic. Baselli will come on for Juninho Roca, who I don't think has been playing very well. And Leonard Costa maybe for one of the centre-backs, or Dennis Gomez, the right-back, who is having an absolute stinker at a 6.2. 20 minutes of this game to go. We're going to stay on attacking. I'm not too disheartened by how things have happened. We've conceded 2 very nice goals from Cruz and Pereira in this game. Not a lot happening here. Let's give. I was going to give the boys a shout, but I don't see the point. We've had a couple of players play very well. We've been undone by some spectacular goals. That is full time. We do lose our first game in the Uruguayan top flight. I am going to say, I can't fault you. It was just one of those days. I'm going to put that down to it. We lose the first game of the season 3-1 to Centro Aletico Fenix. I don't know how I feel about it. A little bit disappointing. Jonathan Dos Santos out with a groin strain. 3 to 4 weeks is disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Dos Santos does score on his debut. We were in a disappointing collapse there. Ignacio Pereira, as you can see, very, very nice player. Scored 2 very, very nice goals. So, guys, I think that is where I'm going to leave things today on our return to the Liga Professional. Tough, but 3,275 supporters at the home game, which is great to see at the Parque Palermo. Compared to, let's have a look at some of the attendances last season. We were away there, at home here, 1,100. So obviously, being back in the top flight is making a lot of supporters return to Central Espinol's games. Hopefully, we can power forward and get some good results in. I will come back next time for this massive game against Nacional. It's going to be an interesting one. They are one of the better teams in Uruguay, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on in between that, but also how we get on against one of the powerhouses in the division. If you have enjoyed this video, and if you are enjoying the series, don't forget to drop a like on it and subscribe to my channel for daily Football Manager content. I will be back tomorrow with another video. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys there.